is Kevin Connolly. And this is my case study presentation for week 4. I chose case 1 and case 3 for the case study, so I'll start with case number 1. In terms of the regulation of pyruvate kinase in the cell, this is chiefly regulated by allosteric effectors, mainly phosphoenol pyruvate being the chief regulator in mammals. The high energy of the phosphoenol pyruvate favors the pyruvate kinase activation and downstream further action. The upstream increase also in the fructose 1,6 bisphosphate also increases the downstream activity of the pyruvate kinase activity. Cancer research is very focused on this pyruvate, the inhibition of pyruvate kinase, because it can lead to further nucleotide synthesis that's very needed for the cancer cell to rapidly divide and cause further metastasis of cancer cells. And in terms of the pyruvate kinase type M2 being favored over the pyruvate kinase type 1, and this being a low activity state that's ineffective at promoting the glycolysis. It's pretty counterintuitive. This mechanism, the pyruvate kinase M2s, has been shown to increase the glycolytic rate through mainly through transcription factors that will increase the expression of GLUT1 and GLUT2 transporters. The cancer cells may be diverting the substrate to GLUT2 for hepatic glycolysis and GLUT4 for insulin-dependent glycolysis, because these pathways will severely increase the glucose transport and cause further glycolysis than if they remained in GLUT1, using GLUT1 and GLUT3. And for case 3, the 16-year-old female that was diagnosed with the deficiency of muscle glycogen phosphorylase, and the questions that she has for her from her family and her. She likes, number 1, she likes the long walks. Will she still able to do them? So the deficiency in the muscle glycogen phosphorylase will only mainly affect after long exercise, and only after she's not eating for an extended amount of time, or if she's in the fasted state, so to speak. The glucose is, if it's readily available from food intake in the fed state, she does not need to, her body does not need to make this through the glycogenolysis, which would use the muscle glycogen phosphorylase. In terms of the second question, do I have to worry about having the reduced muscle glycogen stores? The deficiency in that muscle glycogen phosphorylase is only going to affect the glycogenolysis, or the breakdown of glycogen, and not glycogenesis, which would be the muscle glycogen phosphorylase would be needed for. So she will have sufficient glycogen stores. For question 3, for this deficiency, will she have to get up at night to eat to maintain the blood glucose levels? And for that question, the full fasting state will normally not be reached, where she would where the muscle glycogen phosphorylase would activate until about 18 hours from her last meal, which most people don't reach between dinner and breakfast time if you're eating at a normal periods. So the her body may start entering the lipolysis quicker than a person without the muscle glycogen phosphorylase deficiency, but she may have a greater need for the energy due to not being able to convert the glycogen to glucose quickly enough as in somebody who does not have the deficiency, so she may reach that lipolysis quicker. In terms of the question 4, does she need to worry about producing the excessive lactate during the aerobic exercise? Her deficiency is going to cause a decreased rate in that glycogen breakdown, leading to the decreased lactate production as opposed to somebody without that deficiency. One study from Blondstrand and Salton determined that they took participants' blood from participants with legs with low glycogen versus high glycogen reserves. They noted that the low glycogen reserves, that the less lactate was produced after exercise. So in terms of the 16-year-old girl, she would not produce excessive lactate because her deficiency causes her to have less glycogen breakdown.